Good evening, my name is Victoria Tarver and I'm a student at Wayne State University studying computer science. And today my presentation will be on the Spitzer Space Telescope. From today's presentation, some key points that I want to discuss is the origin story behind the Space Telescope, its innovations and features, and how it became a pioneer for space. And what I want my audience to take away from this presentation is how important it is to have space telescopes to help us see the universe and the world around us. So the first thing that I'd like to discuss is its origins. The space shuttle was originally supposed to carry the Spitzer Space Telescope. However, after the 1986 disaster, scientists were taken aback and delayed the launch till 2003. And in 2003, that is when the Delta II rocket launched the Spitzer Space Telescope. And the Spitzer Space Telescope is known to be one of the last of the great telescopes. And some of the great telescopes include the Hubble telescope, who has taken some of the most iconic pictures of space. So features and innovations. One of the things that makes the Spitzer Space Telescope really cool is its passive cooling feature. Now, the Spitzer uses reflective materials and radiators to cool itself off, since it is an infrared telescope, meaning that it has to cast off heat into space and cool the majority of itself to 40 degrees Kelvin. And Kelvin is a measurement of temperature for those who do not know. Another interesting innovation is that the Spitzer was able to orbit the sun by following behind Earth. Now, the distance between the moon and the Earth made it easier for Spitzer to cool itself down. And an innovation that no telescope has ever done was create a 360-degree panorama plane of the Milky Way galaxy, which is our galaxy, our home, where the solar system resides and where Earth is, but as it used its fast mapping speed and wide field of view. In terms of becoming a pioneer, it takes a lot for a telescope to become a leading pioneer in space. So, a few things that Spitzer has contributed to the study of space is studying hot Jupiters. Hot Jupiters are planets who orbit their stars really close. And so, what that means is the Spitzer was able to observe when a planet passed in front of its star and behind its star, which allowed for researchers to tell the temperature of the planet and distribute temperature across its surface. And the Spitzer was able to discover a star named TRAPPIST-1 that is approximately 40 light years away from our Earth. And this is the end of my presentation. In summary, I would like to say that the Spitzer is one of the most iconic space telescopes, and that every day scientists are coming up with different and better technologies to improve the things that they built in the past. And Spitzer is one of those examples. And what I want everyone to take away from this presentation is that we need telescopes like Spitzer to help us discover the world around us. Thank you.